Hello, Ducks fans. Welcome to another episode of the Quack Report. Carter and Nate here to talk Ducks hockey with you and go through all of the, sorrows that the Ducks have seen over the last few days. But we'll get to that. There's enough time to be crying later. So,
yeah.
Nate, how's your weekend been?
It's been all right. I started off by getting a new tattoo.
Yeah, I saw that. Do you want to show the?
Yeah, I can. If
fans, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, so just a little 1-2 thing there. So
Roman
I got it
numerals,
got it with my little sister. So she got 2 of 2, just kind of like a sibling tattoo thing. So started off with that, and it's been healing already pretty nice, which is good.
Looks great. Yeah,
it's my first tattoo in like 6 years, I think. And she got her, this was her second tattoo already in 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
So she's going ham already with it, and all the power to her. So, but yeah, that was something that she wanted to do for our birthdays. Her birthday is just before Christmas on the 19th, and mine is in January there, right? So they're kind of close with Christmas and each other kind of thing. So we're just like, we'll do this for our birthday kind of thing. And her whole thing was, let's do them as birthday gifts, because that way we still have something to unwrap on Christmas.
Yeah.
she's got the mentality down, so
she's got her figured out. Yeah.
So did that. And otherwise I've been playing a shit ton of Halo Infinite since it came out.
Oh yeah. Multiplayer or campaign?
Both, because the multiplayer came out last month. So I've been playing that already, but it's mainly been the campaign. I did finish the campaign, like the main story, last night, but there's still because this one's like an open world Halo, so there's still things to do around the ring kind of thing. So I still have little side missions in that to complete, but the main storyline I finished last night. So and me being a massive Halo fan, or that, right? Like there was there's parts that kind of there's like a little tug of the heartstring kind of thing, and it's kind of like some lore stuff or whatever. It was a solid game. I've really enjoyed it, actually. So, and I am happy. Like it with the main storyline missions, it still feels like old Halo, at least, right? Of like like corridor and stuff like that, like those more linear kind of missions that Halo's known for, and that sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
But it's more the getting around. It's not just, you're in a menu, okay, you're now in the game kind of thing, right? It's you get to drive or fly or whatever to your next mission kind of thing. So it makes it a little more fun that way, actually. So but
for sure.
I've been really enjoying
you
it
a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. So
those are my favorite kind of games, is like where there's still like a linear story, but you actually have to go to each mission point. That's what I like. So
yeah, it's good. So I mean, I've been really enjoying that. So that's pretty much been my weekend, honestly. So
nice, pretty good.
Yeah. So
your finals, how are they going?
I wrote my last one yesterday as well.
Oh, so you're fucking done. That's it.
Yeah, I'm done. So
nice. That explains the Halo all weekend.
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, I don't really know how to feel about that test. It was one where it was like, okay, I knew some stuff, and other stuff I just blanked. I don't know why, but that's when you kind of like, I guess the last time I felt like that with this class, I got a 92. So like, honestly, who knows?
Go either way.
Who knows? Yeah. So I was just more in the mind frame of like, you know what, semester's done. Just do this, do best you can. You're done for the semester, kind of thing. So that was one of the mentality I was at. I wasn't as much harping on myself with the grades or anything like that right now. So I was just like, I need to be done. I just need to be done.
Yeah. For that kind of test or that kind of class, I like to look at what my mark is going into the either last assignment or the last class, and then like putting in my target grade. So like if I just want to if I just want to like get a B or get an A or whatever, I'm like, okay, what do I need on this final to get that? So it's you put it in and it spits it out, and it's like, well, you really only need a 60 to get your whatever grade you want. It's like 60. I'll put in 60% effort to this. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I think it was like for the minimum grade I needed for the class, like as a degree requirement, it was like I needed 10% on the final. I'm like, okay. I think I did at least better than that.
yeah, exactly. You'd hope so.
Watch me get 9.
Yeah. You'd think just by like showing up and like attempting something, you at least get 9% in pity marks, right?
Hopefully. That'd be rough otherwise.
Yeah. I went to one final on Friday, and it was a 3-hour final. And there's no way you're finishing that in like under 2 hours. Like it's at minimum 2 hours.
Yeah.
And sorry, I got a thing jumping here. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay. It was my audio system was jumping at me, so I was like, oh, what the fuck's going on? But so yeah, minimum 2 hours. Some guy, he's about half an hour in, you just hear something like rustling at the back, and this guy walking up with his test in his backpack, and he hands it in and just shakes his head and walks out. And I was like, oh boy, this guy had a rough time. Like, and to figure that out, like at the very end too, like, oh man.
Oh
like,
no,
because at that point you can't do anything. You obviously don't get any money back. Like, if you drop the class, like you went through the whole process and you don't even get anything out of it. Like,
yeah, you get
that's just tough.
The withdrawal on your transcript, which it is better than the GPA loss, but
yeah, exactly. But like to just like go into the final and sit there for half an hour and be like,
oh,
no.
that's rough.
Yeah.
I feel bad for that dude.
Yeah, unless he was just like a prodigy and like.
The head shaking was like, do better.
It's like, what was this? Like, can I have a challenge, please?
Yeah, exactly. This is child's play. Come on, man.
Yeah. So I don't know. I always feel bad for the people that like just, hand in like 15 minutes into an exam. They're like, here's my name. I marked it for you.
Yeah,
big zero at the top of the page.
You just hope they're one of the profs that actually will give you a bonus mark for your name.
Yeah, right.
I have had one or two of those, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had one actually this semester as well. Like she would throw in like a hidden question, kind of like it's not that it's hidden, but it's just not. If you're not paying attention, you'll miss it, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And so it's just like, like what's your favorite animal or what's your favorite color, kind of thing. You put that in, you get an extra mark. Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah. You get it back. I know your favorite color's not blue, you fucking liar. -1.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Before we get into the duck stuff, though, I want to give a quick shout out here to at Moms for Marner, Getzlaff's only fan bracket S, so only fans. Just for this post that they put, they said it was things I would do if the Ducks put me out there. And this was posted last night during the game against Pittsburgh. So yeah, things I would do if the Ducks put me out there: face off with Crosby and say, put your cross bussy into this, causing him to have a breakdown for the rest of the season. Only pass to Troy Terry. Refuse to play on a line without Nick Delorier. Be the defenseman that Gibson deserves. Ask Campus Lindholm out. Call every Penguin a, quote, little baby man, which would stun them into inaction. Score a hat trick and profit. I love the mentality there, so I just wanted to give a quick shout out to that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. I like the only pass to Troy Terry.
Yeah, exactly. That's only pass to him.
Yeah, that's all we need to talk here. But we're getting into it now.
Refuse to play on a line without Nick Delorier.
Yeah, so line is Troy Terry, Nick Delorier. What is it? Moms for Marner?
Yeah, Moms for Marner. Yep.
Nice.
Getzlaff's only fans.
Solid line. Getzlaff's only fans.
Love it. Yeah. There was another tweet here. Now that we're just going into. Honestly,
we're getting right into it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gotta get that out of the way.
I have way too much fun with this Twitter account. Like I even texted you and another friend, and I'm just like, man, a big league team really needs to give me a chance here because like I'll have some fun with this shit. And I'm not gonna like bash on cities like the Nashville Predators social media does.
Yeah, they're ruthless.
That was horrible the other day. They just that wasn't needed. Come on. But one of our friends at Sav NHL, Savannah, had said, imagine liking hockey and not finding the players attractive. LMAO, how boring. Mm-hmm. And I replied with the Quack Report, exactly. Like, who doesn't dream about Getzlaff's bald head?
Yeah.
So yeah, I have way too much fun with this.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
You send me drafts that you write sometimes, and I'm like, we got to draw the line somewhere. Like, it's good, but
I don't go into rude territory or anything.
No,
like
you
that,
don't.
But
Yeah,
it's more of a do you really want to put that out there kind of thing.
yeah, exactly.
I have way too much fun with it. So, and thank you for interacting with me as well, people on Twitter. It's fun because of you. So
yeah. Otherwise, it's just Nate, no filter, out into the universe.
Yeah, out into the void. Yeah, exactly.
I want to circle back to Moms for Marner's tweet, gets laughs.
All right.
And with the only pass to Troy Terry, I honestly think that this needs to be a policy adopted by the Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah.
We just
laughing whoever is up there.
We attach Nick Delorier to Troy Terry's hip so that no one fucks with him, and then Getzlaf just feeds him passes as often as he can get him across, and whoever's on defense too, doesn't even fucking matter. Just anyone that is okay with not shooting the puck.
Yeah, that works for me.
Because man, that kid has some sick hands.
Yeah,
that we've seen
unless the second line is out there, which really is that even a second line of Milano-Zegras and Raquel? Like,
no,
is that a second line?
Like, no, it's not. Dude,
it's not your traditional second line. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, we're at the point now, I think, where we talked at the beginning of the season where we had basically 3 third lines and a fourth line. But now I think we have 2 second lines.
Or 2 first, 2 second lines, and
I wouldn't go as far as 2 firsts, but it's definitely 2 seconds. Like we have a clear top 6.
Zegras, Milano, Raquel. You wouldn't call that a first line?
Well, I have a tough time calling that a first line, but not like, I don't know. What am I trying to say here? I don't think you're gonna have 2 first lines. I don't think that's a thing you can have. You know, that's why I'm saying like,
all right,
we have 2 seconds. You know,
I mean, you're also okay with leaving Kevin Shattenkirk in the shootout, so let's go for another 11 minutes on that right now. All right, so. No, I'm kidding, but that will come up in a second here as we get into the game against Columbus.
Either way, Terry, Getzlaf, and whoever is a good line. Zegras, Milano, Raquel is another good line, and that's our top 6 without a doubt. So that's all I have to say about that. Right. You want to talk about Kevin Shattenkirk?
Yeah, we'll get there. Okay, we can go through this game in order. Both these teams really said, "Yo, let's each get a goal in the first, and then just play pass and take some shots and not do a whole lot much else."
Yeah, right.
Like literally the first period.
In the first period, I was like, "Sick, we're gonna have like a good high scoring game going on," and then it was nothing. I mean, Columbus got a goal, but they cheated. So
don't cheat.
Yeah,
get goals called back.
Stay on side, losers.
Yeah. Fucking offside. This overtime was a lot more fun though than the one we had talked about just a couple days ago.
It was,
yeah. This one was very back and forth. Good chances on both ends. Mm-hmm. John Gibson and Elvis Merzlikins playing out of their mind this entire game.
Oh yeah,
and luckily, Gibson was able to keep it going in the shootout, which is something we've been talking about over the last little bit of like how it didn't seem quite there. This is just furthering along with our next point here. It's just furthering proof that the Anaheim Ducks, someone in the organization here, listens to the Quack Report and listens to us because we say, hey Gibson, you got to pick it up a little bit in the shootout, man. You can't slack off kind of thing. And there he goes, and he gets us a win for that. Mm-hmm. So it's great. It's great.
I bet on podcast days, instead of watching game tape, they just sit in there and they just watch the video of the Quack Report. Dallas Eakins walks in, all he does is just like start up the computer and be like, okay, here's your pregame talk. Let's go. Plays the Quack Report.
Here's your pregame talk. You lost to fucking Corey Schneider. Okay, so we'll start with the Kevin Shattenkirk thing. It's actually a really brief point.
Yeah, it'll be about 11 seconds, not 11 minutes.
He listened, and he didn't put Kevin Shattenkirk in the first 3 shooters, which was great. Yeah, Terry, Zegras, and Raquel. That sounds like a shootout line to me. That also sounds just like a normal line, I guess, because you're just replacing Milano with Terry.
Yeah,
I just realized looking at that, actually, I'm like, that's almost the second line. But Zegras with the patience on, I guess, what was the only goal, or no, I guess Raquel's.
Yeah.
But this is where it's kind of interesting. Like, yeah, Zegras great patience and everything like that. And I talk about how he walks that line of confident and cocky.
Oh yeah,
very well, actually, right?
Very, very well.
This goes all the way back to the last World Juniors, where I had to look at that from both a Ducks fan report, whatever you want to call it, right? Because at the time he was just like our prospect, right? He hadn't played a game with us yet. But also looking at it from a Team Canada perspective, going into that gold medal game last year, it's like, okay, no, it's borderline. Like it's getting there to cocky, but is a very confident kid, and that will spread throughout a locker room, right? Like he's a perfect type of personality that you would want in a locker room, I think. From what we've been able to see from interviews and everything like that here too. But
that's Selly on the goal though.
That extends into that Selly on the goal though, where he barely had a few things to say to the Columbus bench. And Jacob Voracek let a kid get under his skin in a shootout, in a skills competition. Really, dude? Which is even better with the whole end result, right? Because Voracek goes out and scores a beautiful shootout,
very nice goal. Got him fired.
I'm not going to take away from that, but then then he's got something to say, and it's like, dude, you're really letting like a 20-year-old or a 21-year-old get under your skin here, and like come on, man. Like I get it's competition and everything like that, but like you are grown up here. Come on.
Voracek's the type of guy to go to like play some pond hockey on a Sunday night against a bunch of 12-year-olds that just want to have some fun and just start like boarding them, just rating the numbers, like eat glass, you fucking 12-year-old.
Kid hits you in the skate with his stick. You barely feel it. You just realize that he did, and you're like, you know what, this kid is going head first into the boards.
Fucking clothesline him on the crossbar.
This wouldn't have extended nearly as far, I don't think, if that's where it ended, right? Okay, sweet. It's kind of almost like the Patrick Kane, Austin Matthews thing from a couple seasons ago, right? Where they were both doing like the listening Selly and stuff like that, right? Like that would have made it like kind of made it more fun, right? But then Columbus, Raquel scores on his third attempt, or like on the team's third attempt, and wins the game. Awesome. And then Columbus starts getting bitchy and goes out onto the ice. Like everyone's lined up at the red line and that kind of thing. And it's like, man, I wish Ryan Getzlaf was in that game because he would just been laughing the entire time.
Oh yeah.
One of the best...
He would have fucking grabbed Voracek's beard and just give it a tug.
Yeah, it's all right though. John Gibson took that spot when, as he was leaving the ice, he gave a little wave to the Columbus Blue Jackets, and like that whole thing, like. What set the Ducks off this week to be, and this is leading into something that we'll talk about in a little bit here. What set the Ducks off this week to be, you know what, we're going to be the shit disturbers this week. We're the ones who are going to piss everybody off. Because not only did they piss off the Columbus Blue Jackets, but they did piss off a lot of Blue Jackets fans on Twitter, actually. And it was kind of funny to read, not going to lie. Yeah. So, like, really? Come on.
It's, it sucks that this is essentially a meaningless game. Like, are we even good? I mean, I guess we'll see Columbus one more time. They'll come to Anaheim, but like, who's really going to give a shit about that at that point, right? Like, it's not, if this was like a Calgary or Vancouver or Vegas, like
then you got a little more runway here with
it's going to be good. I'm curious when the next time we play Columbus. Okay. Oh wait, nope. I'm looking at the Oilers schedule. My bad. We play Columbus. Where are they? Oh, yeah, April 17th.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to remember that by then, right? That's a long time. Long ways away.
Could still be that'll be an important game, though, right? Because that'll be...
It will be, yeah. No one's going to remember this, though. Like, there's going to be no tension from this whatsoever. So
no. Unless Ryan Getzlaf comes out and was like, hey, I wasn't part of this. I want in.
Give me some, yeah, maybe. We totally breezed over Raquel's goal, though. Oh boy, can we talk about that for a sec?
That was
very
nice. That was also some patience. My God.
Yeah, I think I've never seen that from Raquel that I can remember. I think that comes from Zegras firing up the whole team. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, and even the first shot from Terry there, right, where he has Merz Lincoln's beat and he rings it off the crossbar.
Right.
Oh no.
Yeah. Like those were some dirty dangles on.
Yeah,
I mean, Zegras wasn't. His was just like a quick shot, but like all three of those plays were amazing. That was a fun shootout to watch. This is what I like for a shootout.
Yeah, I'm not a crazy fan of it, but it was at least entertaining. Right?
Yeah. If we're gonna get a shootout to end it off, I don't just want to see 6 players go up and shoot from the hash marks, right?
Yeah.
Like I want to see some sick moves, and that's what we saw on both sides. So
yeah, see, and that's what happens when you look down the bench and you go, yeah, you and you, perfect. Kevin, sit there. You get the rest of the night off.
Kevin, sit the fuck down.
The guys at TQR said to sit you, so fucking sit.
Yeah. Honestly, though, in all seriousness, I think we need to start Eakins. If you're listening, Dallas, please, this is for you. Start Zegras in the shootout. Anytime we go to a shootout, round 1, I want Zegras out there because he fires up the rest of the bench. I don't care who else you put. Well, I mean, I do care who else you put out after, but I think you need to start with Zegras because I mean, Terry still had a nice move, but I think just Zegras' confidence and like how he amped up the bench in something as dry as the shootout. Like it's really hard to have momentum in the shootout because it's like, okay, you go and then you stop and you wait and then you reset and then the other team goes and then finally you get to go again. So it's hard to build that momentum. But I think when you have a guy like Zegras that so carefully walks that cocky, confident line, it's easier to get invested in the shootout, especially for like just a random regular season game against a team you see twice a year. Like, I think that's a big thing for what we saw Gibson and Raquel do after Zegras went. So I think if Zegras went first, Terry in the second round, Terry scores that. No problem.
Yeah, that's fair. But I'm just going to play the other side because I do agree with you, actually. Like at first I wasn't sure, and then I was like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I can kind of see that.
I could see it on your eyes, which is why I knew I had to convince you.
But I do like the idea of still having Zegras as that second shooter.
Nope.
Jesus. See, I need to have the keyboard here too. Keyboard pedal back and forth. But it's great there, right? Because it's kind of a catch and release kind of thing, right? Where like you give him Terry, which like Terry can easily score you a goal, your first one, right? And that kind of gets the other team maybe questioning kind of thing, but it's kind of that, okay, we have a chance here. And then you throw out Trevor Zegras with his fucking swagger, and he just, throws your goalie's jockstrap up in the rafters, and you go, okay, I don't know, and you get under their skin like a Jacob Voracek kind of thing, right? So
yeah. I think if you do that round 1, though, you just, like, Zegras does that and is like, no, we got this. Like, you guys don't even stand a chance. And with his swagger, then you just, like, setting the tone right off the bat, either round 1 or top or bottom of round 1. Like I think that's the way to go. Is kind of play the more mental aspect, especially with how mental overtime is now. It's all possession based, and you're trying to tire out the other team. Now with the shootout, I think you got to carry that mental game through. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Okay.
So either way, though, you definitely have Zegras in your first 2 shooters.
Oh, absolutely. Not Kevin Shatner.
And you definitely go with the line of like Terry, Zegras, Raquel. That's pretty good for a shootout. Absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Please
honestly,
leave Kevin Shattenkirk until like your 10th guy.
The only other guy that you can put in the top 3, I think, is Milano.
Yeah. Could do that.
But I mean, saving him for round 4, like once you hit sudden death, is a smart play.
That works as well. Yeah.
Oh boy. I would love. Oh, okay, sorry. Total sidetrack here. You know what I would love to see from Milano in a sudden death shootout? As soon as he picks up the puck, as soon as he hits the blue line, he just flips the puck up, and it's like straight out of the skills competitions is like bouncing it up on his stick. Fucking baseball swings at the hash marks. I would love that. I don't even care if it goes like 10 feet up into the netting. I just want to see him try that. I want to know what happens.
That would be great.
Because as the goalie, what the fuck do you do? You're like, he's like bouncing it on his stick and then fucking baseball swings it. I'm diving out of the way if I'm the goalie. I'm like, if you can hit the net on that, you can have it. I'm not fucking with that.
Fair enough. All right, I'm going to give one small nitpick. It's not even about the game itself or anything like that. It's the fucking Bali broadcast.
Oh, I know exactly where you're going with this.
You know exactly where I'm going with this?
Fuck that. Yeah.
Okay, where am I going with this?
You're talking in the shootout, hey? How at the bottom, they had round 1, and it's like, okay, that's sick. That's how we're starting. And then, bottom of round 1, they labeled that round 2.
Yes.
Nobody does that. That's like, what?
Yeah, it was the second shot for Anaheim. Yeah. I'm like, round 4. What the fuck did I miss?
It already bothers me that they only show one round at a time anyways. Like, when you're in the first 3 rounds.
That was starting actual round 4, I believe. Or no, I guess we only went. Yeah, you're right, actually. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're doing the first 3 rounds of a shootout, you got to show all 3.
Yeah.
Right? We got to see where everything. We're dumb. We're fucking idiots. We can't remember what happened in the first round, like who scored when, and that's important to know.
I'm still freaking out about Trevor Seager scoring, right? I
don't know exactly. Yeah, I mean they had the score like 0-0 and then 1-1 and stuff like that, but like it totally fucked with me. I was like, did I black out? How are we already in round 4?
Yeah.
And then
I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed it though.
Yeah,
it bothered me.
That needs to change. Like
really
yesterday.
Does. Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
All right.
Are you just trying to get me riled up this episode? Because it's working.
Yeah, exactly. I'm following the Ducks motto this week of I'm just gonna piss everybody off. Oh man. Yeah, that's all I got for the Columbus game at least.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add either. So we can move on to the game against Pittsburgh as well. 1-0 loss to Pittsburgh. Very great goalie battle between Casey DeSmith and Gibson / Stolarz. Like all 3 goalies were phenomenal. So if you didn't watch this game, you're like, 3 goalies? What? Did they pull Gibson after 1 goal? No, Gibson pulled something after a couple periods. So we saw Stolarz for the 3rd, and that's not good.
No.
Hate that. Tell you that for free.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Not
trying to see
good.
if there's any update on John Gibson at the moment. I don't believe so.
I looked before we started recording here, and I didn't see anything. So I don't even know the play that he. Yeah, I don't even know how he got injured. If it was just kind of a cumulative kind of thing. I watched the recap again to see if they would show anything. And about halfway through the second, it looked like he was just kind of slow to move, but I don't know if that was just him not being that into the play. It didn't look like he was injured. It just looked like he was, minimizing his movement. So I don't know if it was just kind of like he tweaked something somewhere in the second and then thought he could play through it and made it worse. I have no idea. I hope that's not the case.
Yeah, I have no idea either. So, but hopefully he's not out for a long time. Not that we don't have confidence in Stolarz or that. But,
yeah, I mean, he's posted 3 shutouts this season.
Yeah,
2. Ottawa,
2 shutouts, I think.
He did Ottawa, Buffalo. I thought there was another one in there as well.
No, I think that was it.
It was just the 2. And then, I mean, you can't really call it a shutout, but he made 13 saves in this 3rd period against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So, yeah, I mean, and every other game he's played in, I thought he's been really solid. So,
yeah. Okay, so I'm going to throw out a question here to you.
Yeah.
This will be outdated probably in like an hour because when we're recording right now at like it's 10 after 1 Pacific. And the game's at 4:00. So this is going to be out.
Look at you, Dad, reading the time.
this is literally going to be outdated in probably an hour and a half, like from when we're recording right now. Eriksson Ek or no, wait, no, it's Eriksson Ek, right? Or Dostal. Who do you call up right now? They're both around similar numbers.
I mean, that's tough because I think Dostal is kind of the goalie of the future for the Ducks, and I think you want to get him in as soon as possible. I don't think he plays many games while he's up. I think it's more like
just kind of like
if any at all. Yeah, because I don't think we have any back-to-backs coming up before Christmas.
We have Calgary Edmonton.
Oh shit. Okay, he definitely plays one of those. Yeah. Well, see, I don't know because the Pacific Division has just been a clusterfuck of awful games over the last couple weeks. Edmonton's sucking. Calgary's been not as great. Anaheim's I mean, they've been fine, but like
they've been winning enough.
Yeah, enough. Anyway, yeah. Vegas has been hit or miss, and San Jose's kind of fallen off, and then there's the rest of the teams, right? So it's been kind of weird. It's kind of been the weakest division so far in December. So I honestly don't have a problem with taking a risk and playing Dostal against just for a couple games. Obviously, I think he has to play the one in the back-to-back. Yeah. But even getting him into another game before that back-to-back scenario, I think isn't a bad idea, just because I don't think going on a 3 or 4 game losing streak, obviously not ideal, but that's not going to tank our playoff hopes just with how the Pacific Division's been going. Obviously, we want to take advantage of the other teams not doing as well and try and get ahead, right? But with Gibson being out, I think you have to know what you have in Dostal.
Yeah.
Because we've seen in the past, Stolarz is good in short spurts, but we can't ride him for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's fair. And again, we have no idea how long he's going to be out or anything like that, right? Stolarz was already slated to be the starter today against St. Louis, so
with the back-to-back, regardless.
Yeah, we'll kind of see how it goes here. There will be a break until Wednesday against Seattle, right? So who knows? This might just be a quick thing, right? Do some maintenance, and he'll be and Gibson's back for Wednesday. Who knows? Like we don't know at the time of this recording. So So another option, though, I just I'm taking a look here is Jeff Glass actually is playing with San Diego, though I don't know if he's out or anything right now, but he is listed on our roster, so he's an option as well, who has seen some NHL ice and has a lot more experience at the pro level, obviously, than Eriksson or Dostal. So
yeah, that's true. Who did we call up Dostal at the end of last year when Gibson got injured?
I think so. I
think so too. But I don't think he played any. Well, actually, I know he didn't play any.
Yeah, he didn't play anything.
I'm just trying to remember who it was. Oh no, he was on the taxi squad. That's right. I forgot that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. So yeah, sorry. I was just doing some reading. Yeah. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. And obviously it depends on, like you said, what the situation actually is with Gibson. Unfortunately, with an LBI, I'm very worried about groin because I know he's had issues with that before. So and you don't want to fuck around with those. And it's at least 2 weeks, I think. But because they haven't said anything, we obviously have no idea. So back to this Pittsburgh game, just in general. Do you have anything you want to add to it besides that we just
not really, honestly? This was
lead?
Just both teams were pretty evenly matched, right? We definitely had some great chances on DeSmith, and he shut the door and that kind of thing, and just a couple, it's like a little bit of bad puck luck. That there's not really a whole lot to, at least that I noticed, to complain about for this game.
It's just one of those ones that like you should have won, but
you had a great
not even
chance,
that you should have won.
You had a great chance, but it kind of went both ways. I'm actually going to take a look at it's the eye test compared to everything else, right? So I want to take a look here for a second, like the good old deserve to win meter.
Oh yeah. I just want to talk about Troy Terry while you're looking that up, because he had some phenomenal chances. I feel bad for him that he didn't pot any of those, because I think he was trying to do something to rival Zegras and Milano's goal of the year.
Yeah,
like he had some sick hands.
And, he did
in Columbus too. Like he was deking out defensemen and driving the net, and that was awesome to see. But he didn't get anything from it.
Yeah, Terry was saying during his I think it was his second intermission interviewer that he was he's saying that he's like, I'm doing everything right until the very last thing, pretty much, right? Which is like putting the puck in. So he was he's definitely getting on himself about it, right? Which there's a difference between getting down on yourself and just trying to motivate yourself, like saying like I can do this, right? And that kind of thing. So
and just knowing that everything you're doing up until that point is right.
And
he's going through two or three guys and not even being touched, and then it's just he can't finish on the goalie.
And even then, I don't even put that on him. Just
no
credit where it's due. DeSmith had a great game. That's all it is.
Exactly. So, yeah.
But
he's a lot like Stolarz, where he doesn't play a lot, but when he comes in, it's just fucking lights out.
He's good.
Yeah.
The deserved to win meter was pretty close. It's 53-47 in favor of Pittsburgh by the end of it.
Yeah.
So
that's
like I said,
close.
it was a pretty evenly matched game, right? So Pittsburgh had a few extra chances, especially in that third period there, which thanks to Lars for shutting the door, man. Like, but yeah, that's really all I have to say about this game. It was pretty evenly matched. So
yeah,
like,
if you can say you're evenly matched game, against the Pittsburgh Penguins, like that's a pretty high honor right there. And like credit to our defense for shutting down Crosby and Malkin and those guys. I guess Malkin's
still out,
but shutting down Crosby and those guys, like they also have a top power play unit as well. Like, and I mean, I know our penalty kill was really good too, but like, like you said, there's nothing to complain about. Like we shut down the top guys. The difference was like a bottom six goal early in the game. And
exactly.
It.
And after that game against us, now Pittsburgh's on a 4-game winning streak. Their last 10, 7-2-1.
Yeah.
Currently sitting in the first wild card position. So there's a little bit of they had a lot of injuries early on, right? So that looks a little bit skewed, but with guys coming back, right? They are the Penguins of the past, So
yeah, exactly. Okay. I think that's all we really had to say on that. We got some news. We're gonna kind of sort of head back to Columbus after the break here, in a way. But first, we'll throw it over to our friends at DraftKings. Don't forget to use promo code THPN at sign up, and we'll see you guys on the other side.
Football fans, I'm sure we all love an action-packed, high-scoring NFL game. And with the latest no-brainer from DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, you'll be a winner once a single point is scored. New customers who bet just $1 on any team to score can win $100 in free bets. It's that simple. If Sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, you can still get in on all of the NFL action. Everyone can play for huge cash prizes all season long with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports Contests. DraftKings is giving all new customers a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes with their first deposits. So, what are you waiting for? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now, use the promo code THPN, bet $1 on any team to score, and win $100 in free bets. If they score, you score with promo code THPN, as in the Hockey Podcast Network, this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
Must be 21 or older, New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit and $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
All right. Couple pieces of news here. I guess the first one we already talked about. Gibson being out with an LBI. Stolarz in. That's all. We talked about it earlier. So
sorry. I've just realized.
Yep.
I want to show you something.
Okay.
All right. Because that goal that Pittsburgh scored. Sorry, I just remember this. I'm seeing it here.
Okay.
That goal that Pittsburgh scored, they were looking at it for a second to see about offside.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw Shattenkirk was like, hey, what's going on?
He was
there?
wondering, and I kind of watched the play as well, and I'm like, that did kind of look offside.
Yep.
This is how close it was. So if I can, So this is a great reason to watch us on YouTube, everybody, or Twitch when we do our live streams, because you can see these videos here.
No one needs to see our ugly mugs. We can make this bigger.
So here is the heel of the foot. I can zoom in on this.
Oh, yeah?
We have the technology there. And here would be the puck.
I see one pixel. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's not great, but like that's the blade of the stick. It has the puck underneath it, but like that's how close we are talking about for a potential offside on that goal being being pulled back. So like literally an inch at most.
Dude, not even. Yeah, we're talking millimeters at this point.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But yeah, like I had to go back and watch it, and I was like, that looked offside, and I went frame by frame, and I'm like, oh shit, that was just on.
Yeah. Oh man.
Very close.
Yeah. Like at that point, like it's so hard to tell, and like
does
it
not
even matter?
Yeah.
You're
unless you have like a clear view on the cameras, you're not challenging that. So
yeah, like I'm not a fan of the people that are like, why can't we get like some HD cameras on the blue line to like, and like put it like right down in the boards and like stuff like that, so we can really see and like zoom in and see and like, you know, count the millimeters that are there. And I'm like, why does that even matter at that point? Like, the rule was put in place for, I think it was Duchesne quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
He was like 10 feet offside and they missed it. And the team was like, can we not do anything about that? And they were like, I guess we can put an offside challenge in. But now it's like, you're zooming in so much to see. It's like, just take a look at it. And if it's not blatantly obvious, like, it doesn't affect the outcome of the play. So
yeah, exactly.
So at that point, like, even if they did come back and say it was offside, I'd be like, that's bullshit. I'm glad that it went our way, but like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, yeah, that was the only thing for the Pittsburgh game. I kind of forgot about that for a split second there.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So.
Okay, we're throwing it back to Columbus a little bit. Good old Columbus alum John Tortorella.
Talking about another Columbus alum, Sonny Milano.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. This is the Columbus Blue Jackets episode here.
Yeah, this clip started making its way around. We shared it as well. And it's Tortorella's thoughts on the Zegras Milano goal from earlier this week. And do you want to talk about this a little bit before we get into it, or do you want to listen to it first?
Let's give a little bit more context before we listen to it. Because if for anyone that doesn't totally follow the rest of the NHL, he blasted McDavid for a bit as well.
A
couple weeks back, just saying like he's just got to shut up and play the game instead of trying to get penalties that he deserves. And just a bad take all around.
Yeah, and like, I'm not an Oilers fan, but I do agree with McDavid to an extent. There are definitely calls that should be drawn like on him, kind of thing, right? Like other players getting penalties for it. He does still lead the league, mind you, in penalties drawn, but he should have that by a little bit more. Honestly, like there's some bad things out there, but. And it's that kind of talk as well of like, oh, shut up and play the game kind of thing that results in, Connor McDavid's now getting known for throwing around Gordie Howe elbows, right? Like he's bringing Gordie back to the NHL because he's got his elbow all the way up at his head all the time.
Yeah.
And, like I remember a couple of weeks ago, even there was a clip of Crosby, like basically grabbing a guy and yeeting him
into the boards. Yeah,
exactly. Right. And like, that's not what your star players are there to do. Right?
No, they're not there to manage the game themselves. Yeah,
exactly. They're there to, make the plays, score points, like and shit like that, right? And that's where John Tortorella comes in. He doesn't like fun. Is that the best way to describe it here? Like,
yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play the clip here now. So
yeah, sure.
This is them asking
it's
about it.
Tremendously skilled. For Sonny Milano, even to yell Michigan in the middle of a play in a game.
Sorry, I'm going to pause it for a second. If you want me to pause it at any point, Carter, just say pause.
Okay.
And we'll talk about whatever you're thinking here.
Sure.
It's tremendously skilled. For Sonny Milano, even to yell Michigan in the middle of a play in a game is skill. That's a skilled play. My position, though, is it good for the game? Like I hear Ray saying all the kids are doing it now, okay, in practice and stuff like that.
Okay, pause for a second. Okay.
All right.
So I don't understand that thought, that whole thought right there, right?
Just that main chunk, like just that main quote out of this. Is it good for the game?
Is it good for the game? All the kids are doing it. If the kids are doing something that they saw an NHL player do, and they want to do that because they love hockey, that can't be good for the game. We can't have kids trying to get better at hockey, right?
Yeah,
what?
God forbid.
Is that what you're saying? I can't actually make that connection in my head. Like, am I missing something? How is it that you don't want kids to watch hockey and enjoy what they see? Is that what I'm not trying to build like a straw man here. Like I just don't understand this argument.
Yeah.
How can?
We'll keep listening to it here. And see what
sure.
he has to say.
So sure. And again, I'm not trying to be a fool here, but I'm just
Too bad you already are.
not so sure it's great for the game. If you did that back in the 2000, late 90s, 2000, you get your head taken off.
I'm going to say pause there for a second. That's the thing, though, Tortorella. We are 20.
With 30 years.
The 1990s were 30 years ago.
Yeah.
The early 2000s were 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This is a completely different game at this point. And that gets brought up on this show and other shows and just talk in general multiple times. This is not the same NHL as even 2010, right?
Any self-respecting any hockey-related content that tries to compare the game now to what it was 20 years ago should not be taken seriously because it's a totally different game.
Like unless you're talking about this is kind of the things that have changed or that sort of thing, right?
Yeah,
Here's kind of the evolution of it. Yeah, otherwise there's not really any merit to it.
Yeah, but saying this shouldn't be in the game because it wasn't in the game 20 years ago is just an awful take all around. There's nothing, absolutely nothing about the game 20 years ago that should still be. That's not the way I should word it. I should word it the other way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just agree.
The game evolves. That's like if we had, this same type of coverage for the NHL or that sort of thing. Going back, I forget what year it was introduced, but there was a point in the NHL you were not allowed to do a forward pass. It was kind of like rugby, where you could only do like side or like backwards passing, right? So that's like if we had like this kind of coverage then, and being like, I don't know if forward passing is good for the game. Why not? Right? Like,
you never want to see another breakaway again. Like, what?
Exactly.
It's cool, it's cool to watch and all that, but I'm not so sure it's good for the game. And I stand by that.
50 million views is a lot to see it online.
Well, it's not even, it's the goal is amazing, right? I mean, you said the fact that they've actually said that, like I have, kids in that coach in high school that they want me to drop plays off the faceoff so they can try to score a goal like that, to score the Michigan goal. But for him to be a rookie, to actually try that in a game as a rookie.
Yeah.
You would never even thought about doing something like
that. What
that.
would you have said if they were on your team and they did that?
This is what I want.
Yeah, I'd have a talk with the people. I would after the game. And again, I'm not trying to be difficult about it. It's fun to watch. It's really cool, but I just think I think our game.
So let's pretend here for a second that John Tortorella is still the coach of the Columbus Blue Jackets. All right, and I don't know. Let's throw. I know he's hurt right now, but I'm just grabbing names I can think of. Patrick Laine and Jacob Voracek. All right,
sure.
And they do this play. They score on it, and it results in a win, right? Or it contributes to a win, as did the Milano and Zegras goal, right?
Yeah.
You're really telling me that John Tortorella is going to pull them aside after the game and be like, "Hey, you scored, but the way you did it, I didn't like it. Don't do that shit. Don't find new ways to score."
Right. Yeah.
Don't find new ways to score. You can't tell me that's actually what you're going to be telling them, John. Come on, Torts.
You see, the thing is, I actually think that is what he would say, and I think that is why he's no longer an NHL coach because his views are out of date.
Would laugh in his face, and then they get benched because they normally do, right? Like Laine was already it was benched multiple times by him.
Look, Laine to an extent tried that in Columbus, like not necessarily this, but finding new ways to score, playing a little bit more offensively minded, like how he should, because he's a star player that is paid to score goals.
Yeah, and
Tortorella benched him for that, and look at what it's done for him. Laine has not lived up to any expectations that he's had, and I mean, I know he was fairly recently moved to Columbus, right? But still, like I think that squandering of talent is exactly the issue with Laine right now. And if Tortorella was the coach, or no, let's even just say if Eakins did that, if he was like, I don't want Zegras and Milano doing that, came out publicly, I told them no more. Like if you're behind the net, no Michigan, nothing.
What?
Yeah, no, but he's not like that. And look at what it's doing for Zegras' development. Like ever since he's been given the reins to try those fun things, or not even given the reins, but that hasn't been, squandered. And it's been taken a while for him to score on any of these plays, but they've all been really close. And like, holy fuck, if he would have scored on that, like, and it's not even like he's miles away. We're talking inches here. But now you can just see the confidence has just skyrocketed with this kid.
Okay, so I'm going to draw a little bit of a comparison here because Torts was, a coach at least during the late 90s, early 2000s, going into 2010s and that sort of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's where he's stuck looking at right now, right? Of like this wouldn't fly then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's draw a comparison here to the Carolina Hurricanes. Their current coach, Rob Brind'Amour, was a prominent player for the Carolina Hurricanes during the early 2000s, right? He was, if I'm not mistaken, he was the captain for their Stanley Cup win in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
And he has Andrei Svechnikov pulling the Michigan, right? The first time it was like done successfully, I think, in the NHL.
Yeah.
You think Rob Brind'Amour pulled him aside and been like, that's not how we did it when I played. That's not how you're going to do it. You're not going to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
No, Brind'Amour's going, yeah, fucking go for it.
If you can do that again,
Svechnikov tries it again, right? Like,
like,
come on. You can't. Oh, my God. Unless this is purely just to get a reaction and get more eyes on ESPN for hockey,
it has to be.
There is no reason why this is a legitimate thought, even.
Honestly, I don't think that this was, like the top guys at ESPN going to Tortorella and being like, we need you to say that this doesn't belong in hockey so that we can get more views. I don't think that's the case. I think they hired John Tortorella to provide that controversial opinion so that people would tune into NHL on ESPN.
But,
because this is just how Tortorella is.
There is a difference.
It adds up.
There is a difference between controversial and fucking dumb.
I wanted to be a little more diplomatic with it, but do you want to finish this video here?
Yeah, we're gonna finish it here because I think he does get called out kind of here by his panel mates.
Oh, good.
He's gone so far away from what the game should be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, should be. I sent this clip in a group chat as well, and I was like, man, I thought we got rid of Don Cherry from NHL broadcasting. Apparently, he just shapeshifted into John Tortorella. So
hard game, an honest game, and it's almost gotten too showman. I know you need to have it. You need to sell the game. But I'm just, I'm from the ilk of it's still a hard game to play, and a good, honest hockey game needs to be played. I think some of this stuff here, we get carried away.
But that's good for the game, though. The fact that it's been viewed that many times.
Yeah.
The fan that we're trying to attract.
Yes.
Is the casual fan.
But I think you're losing fans, too. I think you're losing other fans also when you're attracting others towards this stuff.
John, you're losing the dinosaurs like yourself that don't evolve with the game.
Yeah. You're telling me someone who's watched the game for 40 years is going to stop watching hockey after they see what Zegras and Milano did? Yeah. They don't have to like it, but they're not going to be like, you know what? The last 40 years, my passion for the last 40 years, I don't care anymore because look at how disgusting this team down in California that they probably don't ever remember exists.
Yeah.
Like that's going to affect their opinion.
Oh.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
They don't have to like it. They can be like, they can have the same opinion, but they're not going to stop watching hockey.
The one argument that's coming out of this that I've been seeing around is more like, what are goalies supposed to do about this or whatever, right? Because it's not like there's one guy saying like, this is not your shot from ice level kind of thing. That's how... That's how the game's always been kind of thing. And I'm just thinking, okay, let's just look at even like technological advancements and the goaltender. Everything is because of what shooters are doing, right? If shooters weren't doing anything new or technology wasn't advancing for player gear, goalie gear would have been the exact same as it was 30 years ago, 40 years ago, right? Of like the massive brown pads that guys are playing stand up instead and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Instead of developing the butterfly in the early 90s, there, the late 80s with Patrick Waugh, right? Or I believe it's Tretiak from the Soviet Union there, right? Those were the two like first real butterfly goaltenders, I guess. You have, like gloves used to be a 2-piece cuff, right? Now they're one because shooters' shots are harder, so it's able to disperse it a little bit better. Plays are a lot faster now, right? So you try to lighten the gear and that sort of thing, right? You have a lot more stuff of, like the butterfly position, right? It's the design of it is to cover down below because that's where the puck is being played from for the most part, right? Goalies will adapt, right? And they've tried to already with the Michigan itself, right? They'll tuck their head a little bit more against the post now, right? If they have a feeling that something's coming like that, right? Like it'll happen. It's fine. Right? Like,
And
like, what are you gonna do? Take away the airspace for a fucking NHL game? No, you're not. Like, get out of here with this.
The puck has to stay on the ice at all times. It can never leave the ice. Fuck,
and Wayne Gretzky's bringing out his
floor
skates
hockey
again, being like, "I'm coming back," and Ovechkin's not getting that record.
Yeah, right. Like, and the other thing too, like, yes, goalies are adapting to what the shooters are doing.
Which
but then once the goalies
for thinking of us goalies, thank you very much for that. But like, it's as a complete blunderhead thought.
But once goalies adapt and whatever the shooter decided they needed to do isn't working, then the shooter has to adapt to what the goalie is doing.
You have the creativity. It's a back and forth thing.
Exactly.
And that's how you get to the game that we have now compared to the late 90s, early 2000s that John Tortorella is preaching about here.
Yeah.
Right? It's just evolution of the game.
Exactly. And honestly, there's things you can do to prevent that. Like, it's honestly, I think from a guy who's barely ever played goal. Well, yeah, there's that. But like that, honestly, I think that would be easier to save than the Michigan, because the Michigan, it's coming around and it's like tucking right beside your head. Like, the only way to stop that is to put your head in the way of a stick that's coming at you. The other one, you just have to be able to track the puck over the net and then get in front of the puck again, right? Like, the puck's not coming from behind you. It's coming from in front of you, which theoretically should be easier. Obviously, the tracking the puck over the net is harder, right?
Yeah.
But
or you lay some body, you throw I guess it's a little bit different for hockey. You get 2 minutes in the box, but you throw some pass interference like football, right? Just fucking take the 5-yard penalty and get on with your day, right? But you stop that goal, right?
And like
there is a thing called good penalties.
Yeah, like what you said too, there's playing better defense. Like, instead of that Sabres defenseman standing there and waiting for Zegras to make a move, he forces Zegras to make a move, right?
Exactly.
Like, I know that you can't always teach, like, oh, you have to chase the guy behind the net, because the guy behind the net is rarely a threat. And then you're stuck behind the net and he's out in front of the net with the puck. Like, you don't want that. But forcing him to make a play and pick a side can help your goalie to, make an easier save, right? So
exactly.
You got to pick your battles, I guess. Like, which one would you rather have? Let Zegras flip the puck over the net, or force him out in front of the net where the goalie can actually see the puck?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can even compare it just to simple. I think it was Tampa Bay who was implementing a 1-3-1 system, and I think this is quite a few years ago now. But then they were facing Philadelphia. Philadelphia recognized that nobody could get through this 1-3-1 system. And what did they do? It pissed a lot of people off, but they just stopped playing. Right?
Yeah, they're like, just held the puck in their zone. Like, you come and get it.
Yeah, we're gonna adapt to this. If you want to play, you got to come get it and break your system. Right?
Yeah.
Teams
Which was genius.
Teams learn from things. Right?
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna learn how to stop something like this. Somebody's gonna learn how to stop a Michigan. Right? And then something new will come along, right? Like Carter talking about, you're gonna start bouncing the puck and you're gonna bat it there, right? And then you got to figure out how to play from the waist up, right?
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Just John Tortorella here is the epitome of that Simpsons meme of the old man yells at clouds. It's 100% what this is. And like, I'm a Tortorella fan, honestly. Like,
he's done some great stuff.
It sounds like not a whole lot of players want to play for a guy like this, but I'm a guy who liked kind of having coaches like this. Not gonna lie, like John Tortorella is a guy that I would like to, that I wouldn't have minded playing for. I'm sure for at least a little bit, and then I'd probably want to leave Columbus like every other good player wanted to.
Honestly, I think Tortorella is the coach you hire once you have like a veteran experienced team to just push you over the edge into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like he's the type of coach that would fit in well in like Pittsburgh or Tampa Bay, where like it's mostly veterans. There's very few young guys and they're just like built to win. I would not want Tortorella on the Ducks because
and I know
as
that
we
was
saw,
that was
he
a
squanders
talk at
the
one point.
rookies. Yeah,
No.
exactly. He would be great for guys like Getzlaff and Henrique.
Yeah.
Like sure, but because the majority of our team is like Zegras,
Young guys,
Milano, Drysdale, those guys, not a chance. He's not the coach for them. So
You know what I think it all comes down to is that John Tortorella could not see the potential in Sonny Milano that I saw even when he was traded here. That Dallas Eakins sees in putting him with Trevor Zegras.
Yeah.
Right? Because Milano, we got him from Columbus. And that was during Tortorella's time, and he didn't get a whole lot of playing time from Tortorella, right?
Yeah.
So I think this is just Tortorella being salty.
Yeah, that's true.
And just trying to find another, like, just a reason to be. It's like, oh, sweet. Milano scored on this goal. I'm gonna fucking rip into it because that sucks. I wish it's kind of. I wish I had thought of it. I wish I had done something about it. Right?
Yeah, that's
I
a
think
good
that's what
point.
this boils down to. It's a total throw at the ring. I have nothing behind this, but that's my thought. Right? So.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I think we've made our point on this. So
sorry, and to quote John Tortorella here, just to wrap this up, shut up.
Exactly. And to take us into the last bit of the podcast, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll see you guys on the other side with Bar Down Breakdown.
Did you know that your favorite band also loves your favorite hockey team? If you love hockey and you love music, you're going to love Bar Down Breakdown, a podcast that explores the crossover between alternative music and the sport we love, hockey.
Every NHL player wants to be in a band, and every band guy wants to be a pro athlete.
With guests from all over the globe, come along with us as we interview some of the most captivating names in alternative music and talk about why we love hockey and how it's influenced us.
There was for a few seconds I thought like, well, maybe we should wear Montreal jerseys, and the NHL was like, I think you should stay neutral. And we're like, yeah, you know what, you're probably right.
So tune in every Tuesday on the Hockey Podcast Network, where we'll have a brand new guest and a unique look into the bridge between hockey and music.
Okay. Nope, go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say, we were talking about how 5-6 points on this road trip would we'd be happy with that. If again, we're recording this before the St. Louis game, so when you're listening to this, you'll know the result. If we get a win here today, though, that's 7 points on the road in that trip.
Oh, nice. So we already have 5.
Yeah, we have 5.
Yeah.
So
nice. I think I remember saying 7 or 8 would be ideal for this road trip, but also. Hold on.
So let's go kick St. Louis's ass.
Yeah. What did Chris say? We're going 2-0-1 over these 3 games. We've got 1 win, obviously.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Well, just 1 loss. Just a loss.
So it'd be 2-1-0 right now.
Yeah.
So,
but it was still a close game, right? Like it was almost almost could have been an overtime loss. Yeah. So or overtime win, really. But
yeah.
So
let's hope St. Louis wins, and everyone listening to this, like either they
wait, St. Louis wins,
or sorry, but Anaheim wins.
Against St. Louis, okay.
Yeah. And everybody's listening either they did, or no, they didn't. That sucked because you know the answer. We do not at the moment.
Yeah, we have no idea.
No idea.
Okay,
like the mystery.
Yeah, we also have no idea what's going to happen in this game against Seattle when they come to town on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific.
We're gonna kick their ass.
Squid's on the menu tonight.
Squid's on the menu. Yep.
Yeah. It's gonna be a squid game. Red light, green light. Oh, just red lights. Only red lights.
Just stop.
17 red lights to be exact.
Oh, I haven't seen that show yet, but I do understand the premise of it and everything like that. I do want to watch it. I just I just haven't gotten around to it. There's so much shit that I want to do, and I just can't get to it.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you're done Halo now, so on to the next thing.
Yeah, well, I got to finish that to 100%. I got to find everything.
Oh, okay. So not quite.
Got to save everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. underwhelmed by Seattle this year. I think they've moved up from last in the division. They went on a bit of a winning streak, I think. I don't follow them a whole lot, so I don't.
They
really
are currently 9th in the West.
Oh yeah, so they're bottom of the division still.
Yeah,
they were ahead of Vancouver for a bit before Vancouver decided that they remember how to win.
Yeah,
but yeah, they're
there it is.
So yeah, I'm like I said, I'm still not super high on Seattle. I think this is a should win game. I don't want it to be a trap game, but
yeah.
And I mean they still have solid defense. They still have guys that can score. Their offense is better than I expected, honestly. Where what I didn't expect was
the defense to be kind of
no, it's their goaltending. Yeah. Who's their goalie again? I forget his name because
and Drieger.
Fucking irrelevant. Yeah, Grubauer has been awful. Like his expected goals or his like goals saved below expected, whatever it is like abysmal. I don't remember what it was, but like last time I saw it, it was like in the -20s, and like no one else was even close. Yeah, it's bad. I don't know what is wrong with Grubauer, but it is like I don't understand. Like he was great in Colorado last year.
Yeah,
and then
good system in front of him that worked with his game, maybe.
Yeah, but like you can't knock Seattle's defensive system. Like that's to me that's one of their assets, right? Like. You're right. Maybe it is they just play a different system, but like he's just been bad. Like there's no way to sugarcoat it. So honestly, if they get their goaltending figured out, I think they actually have a pretty solid team. Yeah.
They need a little more scoring up front, but besides
yeah. But I mean, they have the assets to trade for a top top forward or a couple top forwards, really. So yeah, I really have no issue with it. And I mean, the games are still fun to watch. It's just their goaltending is not giving them anything.
Yeah, that's true.
So hoping that it stays that way, anyways. When we come to town and we just light the lamp, you know.
Yeah, or they're coming to town. We're the home team.
Yes. Yeah,
yes.
Right.
And that game is at 7 p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
It'd be a good one. If I'm not mistaken, that is their Star Wars night, actually.
Oh.
So
cool.
Yeah. Or they got a Obi-Cam Kenobi bobblehead. It's Cam Fowler's head on Obi-Wan's body, and I'm like, I want one. So I mean, if anybody gets a second one and wants to send it to Canada, that'd be great. I'll add it to the collection here.
Make that too.
Yeah. I got a lot more like memorabilia stuff in front of me here. So, but yeah. I'd add that to the collection. So as well as those holiday sweaters, those are sweet actually.
Oh yeah, those are good. Yeah,
I'd add those. So
for sure.
All right.
Okay. We got some what's quacking here that we skipped over last time that you wanted to insert. So shall we get to that?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So we're gonna play a little game here called Guess the Character. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna just I'm gonna read you a thing it kind of talks about like the movies they're in and that sort of thing. And you have to tell me who you think it is. All right.
Okay. So you're giving me like clues, like they.
Yeah. So this is coming
happened.
from. So it's the perspective of the character themselves.
Oh yeah. Oh
right.
Yes. I've done this on Disney Seen It before, and I fucking crush it. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you this one. Should be a bit more of a. This is a softball for you. All right.
Okay. A little warm up to get me
a little warm up here.
Layup. 1, 2. Ooh. Airball.
Yeah. Okay. I'm apparently super rich. I got accepted into a prestigious school. I made 2 amazing new friends. I got a new wardrobe and a cool pet.
Well, that's
I'm not. Okay, I'm not done yet, but yes.
Oh, okay.
That is correct. So
okay, what else did you have?
You get the idea of it now.
Yeah.
So, but to continue on with that, I got to play a new sport in front of my whole school. Both my parents died before I met them, and during the summer, I have to go live with a family that hates me.
Yeah, see that would have given it away right there. But
yeah. So, but okay, so I'm gonna give you a few of these. You have to guess the character.
Okay, wait.
There you go.
Yeah, gotta boost that confidence, you know.
All right, let's see. Where do we want to go here with this? Okay, let's go with this one here. I got 6 of these here, so we got 5 more now that you'll actually guess.
Also,
right?
Sorry, I know you were telling me this beforehand as well, because when you were planning it for last week, that I don't know if we have to do a trigger warning, but there's a lot of murder.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of for some reason all these characters like there's just like reference to like, oh yeah, someone died or something like that. I'm like, Jesus, all right.
I mean, that's how you get like
that way.
That's how you get a good like tragic hero to cheer for. I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
You just like kill off everybody that they love.
Yeah.
So trigger warning, I guess, for murder.
Yeah, murder of friends or that kind of thing. Okay, so here's your next one.
Okay.
I'm an extremely good pilot, and I got scouted when I won my first race. I get to fly side by side with my best friend. I met the love of my life. I became more than just a pilot. Someone took advantage of my anger issues, and now my best friend won't fly with me anymore.
Okay, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. A pilot. Fly with your... See, originally I was thinking like Han Solo, but it doesn't all like line up. Oh. Is it Anakin Skywalker?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Good job.
I was thinking, and I was like, I feel like Star Wars is like, pilot.
Yeah.
Like get there. And then I was like, I got to think of the prequels. Yeah.
Yeah. I did leave out the last line because it does give it away, I feel like, is he turned her against me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yes, that is Anakin Skywalker.
The other one that I got, I forget what you said, but it was like, it was the one before like I met the love of my life or whatever.
I get to fly side by side with my best friend.
Or no. Maybe
I got
one
scouted
after.
when I won my first race.
Yeah, that one kind of gave it away too, because like in pod racing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like pilot race, yeah.
I became more than just a pilot. Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
That one too.
Which also I came up with this
just
joke.
Just a Sith Lord.
Yeah, I came up with this joke now as well that if anyone asks me about like the new tattoo on my arm, because it's in Roman numerals, I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'm a big fan of the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, so I just wanted to get the numbers put on me.
Yeah.
Because it's in the Roman numerals and everything, right? So.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Let's see what else we got here. Okay.
Oh wait.
There you go.
Yeah. Little late.
All right. I was lucky to be born rich. There's a lot of rich people in these ones. Jesus.
Yeah. Trigger warning for rich people that get murdered.
I was voted most eligible bachelor. I run a multi-billion-dollar business. My adopted sons are perfect. I could beat all my friends in a fight. My parents were murdered, and one of my adopted sons was murdered because of me. Who am I?
Oh, I see. Okay. It's Batman. Bruce Wayne,
that is
whatever.
correct.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I was thinking. A little bit easier than I thought you would. Not gonna lie.
See, that's what I was thinking. But the one that threw me off was adopted sons, because I was between him and Tony Stark, and I was like, okay, but like neither of them like had any adopted sons, at least like in the movies, because I don't 100% know the comics. But then I figured out it was like the Robins. Yeah. So once you said one got murdered because of me, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. So. All right. I was born in a powerful family. My life was laid out for me. My parents sent me to a rare, prestigious school where I was told I was extremely talented. But my teacher was afraid of me, and I betrayed him. And then I killed my father. Who am I?
Oh. Sorry, can you say that one more time?
The whole thing?
The whole thing, yeah.
Okay. I was born in a powerful family, and my life was laid out for me.
Mm-hmm.
My parents sent me to a rare, prestigious school where I was told I was extremely talented. But my teacher was afraid of me, and I betrayed him. Then I killed my father.
Oh. That's tough. Is there another like line?
No, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. Is it Tom Riddle / Lord Voldemort?
No, and reading this, actually, I thought that could have been it, but it's not Lord Voldemort.
Okay, I didn't think so because I don't remember him killing his father, but everything else lines up.
Yeah,
prestigious school, born into a powerful family. Okay, sorry, this is all pop culture, right?
Yes.
Like, okay, no,
it's all movie characters. Yeah.
Okay, no like historical figures or anything like that. Okay.
No.
Good, because I don't know any historical figures. Except maybe Hitler, but Is it Hitler?
All right. No, it's not Hitler.
Okay. Oh boy. Can I have a hint, like an off the board hint? This is a tough one.
You made reference to a related character earlier today, earlier in this episode.
Oh, okay. Is it Luke Skywalker?
No.
Okay. Based purely off of the I killed my father. Although he didn't really kill his father.
Later, no.
Never mind. What the heck? Is it from the Harry Potter franchise?
No.
Okay. So I'm way off then. Oh man. Yeah, I have no idea on this one.
Okay, I'll give you one more hint. Your Luke Skywalker was in the vein
Okay.
of the answer.
Oh. Is it Kylo Ren?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Good
there
old
we go.
Ben Solo, who was born into technically the Skywalker family, right?
Yeah.
His mother being Princess Leia. Was sent to Luke's academy. He was extremely talented, but Luke was afraid of him. Kylo betrayed him and then killed Han Solo. Yeah.
I'm not as familiar with the sequel trilogy. Like I've obviously seen them, but not as much as the other ones. So, okay. Didn't get it. Well, I mean, I did, but
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
You got some guesses. All right, we got two more here.
Okay.
Okay, which one do I want to go with? Let's go with a bit of a more lighthearted one, because this last one I think is really going to throw you for a loop.
Okay.
All right, so I finally got some time off work and decided to go backpack through Europe with friends. My crush came too, and it turns out she likes me back. I made some new friends who lied to me, and I got hit by a high-speed train.
Oh. This is the one that's not supposed to throw me for a loop?
Yeah. I'm leaving a line out for a moment.
Okay.
You absolutely need it, because it might give it away.
Okay, sounds good. Let me run through these again. So, went backpacking through Europe.
Yeah, with friends.
Including the girl who likes him back.
Okay.
And what else am I missing?
I made new friends who lied to me, and then I got hit by a high-speed train.
Oh boy. I can't think of any characters that got hit by a high-speed train that I know of.
Okay, okay, harder clue.
Okay.
A quote from this character is, "I love Led Zeppelin."
Oh, yeah, that doesn't help at all.
Doesn't it?
Oh shit. Oh man. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on this one, honestly.
All right, the last line from this is, "And now I'm just far away from home."
Oh. Is it Peter Parker?
Yes, it is.
Fuck.
Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Specifically from Far From Home.
Yeah.
See, that popped into my head, and then I was like, no, that's way too obscure. Like, those aren't the things that you would give for Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Well, he met new friends, being Quentin Beck, Mysterio, who lied to him, right? Mm-hmm. He did get hit by a high-speed train in that movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it was in there, but I was like, no, that's like, if it was going to be Spider-Man, it'd be like, you know,
I got my
a
uncle
long lost family member is named after a bag of rice kind of thing.
Jeez. Oh man! All right, last one. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can go 500. Oh wait, no. Well, are we counting the first one?
Yeah, but might as well.
Okay, so
unless you just want that to be like the practice round.
Yeah, we'll call that the practice round. I got to go 3 for 5. Got to get this one to go 3 for 5.
All right. I get to live in the most beautiful place in the world. My teacher takes our class on cool field trips. I've made a lot of new friends lately, and I'm still able to move around despite having a little disability. I decided to be brave, unlike my dad, and travel outside of town. I was taken against my will, and I was told I'd be sold to a murderer. But my dad came to save me.
Oh. Okay, one more time. This is a tough one. You're right.
Straight up before the reveal of like who it was, I'm like, damn, I want to watch this movie. Actually, that sounds sweet.
Wait, so you haven't seen this movie?
I have seen this movie, and you've seen it too.
Oh, okay.
Like
I see.
before
you knew
reveal,
who it
though, I was like,
you're like, this sounds awesome.
This,
yeah, okay. And then you're like, I have seen this. This is awesome. Okay.
All right. I get to live in the most beautiful place in the world. My teacher takes our class on cool field trips. I've made a lot of new friends lately, and I'm still able to move around despite having a little disability. I decided to be brave, unlike my dad, and travel outside my hometown. I was taken against my will and was told I would be sold to a murderer before my dad came to save me.
I want to say this has to do with X-Men. Am I close?
No.
Okay.
No. This one's really going to throw you off.
Yeah. The thing I was trying to pick up on was like little disability. I was like, okay, like mutant gene or whatever. But
yeah.
Is it like the Magic School Bus? Because they go on cool field trips.
No, it's not.
It's not anyone from there. Okay.
Okay, I'll give you one more hint.
Okay.
The character is not human.
Okay. Huh. Go on cool field trips. It's Nemo. It's Finding Nemo.
It's fucking Nemo.
That is tough. Oh man, I would never have got that.
But you see what I mean? Where like you're listening to that before you figure it out, and you're like, "Damn, I want to watch this movie." Actually,
yeah, it sounds intense. Yeah,
I have seen this movie. It's fucking Finding Nemo.
That's awesome. That's one way to explain it. What's the? Yeah. We did another game a while ago that's like shit or like shitty movie summaries or whatever.
Yeah, shitty movie summaries.
Yeah, and I was awful at that. I remember that. I was so bad. But that one was kind of like that, where it's like my class gets to go on cool field trips, and then my dad comes and saves me after I'm kidnapped.
Yeah.
Like that's just a shitty description of Finding Nemo.
Exactly. There was one that I saw. I forget who it is on TikTok, but they do like, just like Oscar introductions essentially for these movies that you wouldn't consider it, like kind of similar to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's one. I'll have to find it and send it to you. But it was talking about like, when it was like when a local or something gets like fed up with like refugees or something, like something weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like it was just like this long drawn out thing, like they go on this wild adventure and that kind of thing. Ladies and gentlemen, for an Oscar for your consideration, Shrek. And I was like, what? I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, but,
Shrek even goes as far as to like try and build a wall to keep out the refugees,
Oh my god, there's too many bad parallels.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't think he builds a wall.
No, I don't. You're right.
Yeah. Got you all off my land and back where you came from. Oh man, I feel like we just do we need a review of Shrek?
I think so. We'll save that for the off season.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. All right. Well, that's what I got for you here. You actually did a lot better on that than I thought you were going to.
Thank you.
Not gonna lie.
You had low hopes for me, low expectations, but not bad at all. I got something for you here as well. Just
all right.
It's very quick. I'm just going to read it off. It's just a tweet. I guess I can credit them from @CheesecakeCryin on Twitter.
All right.
So to get you into the holiday spirit, since we're just under a couple weeks away already, which is crazy. Also, I decorated for Christmas. You can see my balls hanging on the wall.
And if the camera panned, you'd see his actual balls.
You know what? No,
we got this far without making like a joke like that. That's pretty good.
See ya.
Oh, what do you got? What do you got with that? Nice try.
So this is a tweet from @CheesecakeCryin. It says, Santa is cool and all, but we all know Mrs. Claus has Santa's stuff all packed and the reindeer ready to go. Well, Santa spends 45 minutes pooping right before the sleigh takes off. And I just thought that was the funniest thing ever because it's so accurate.
Oh fuck!
Santa would not be able to do all of that on time.
No.
Taking into account his 45-minute, pregame poop, if not for Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, that is very true. That is very true. He's got to make the space for all the cookies and milk.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
God forbid Stat is lactose intolerant, right?
Oh, there's no way.
That would be horrible.
But yeah, honestly though, just throwing this out here, kind of related, kind of not. The best way to get out of doing like dishes after dinner on Christmas, just go for a 30-minute poop or 30-minute bathroom break. You don't even have to do anything. You just have to go in there and sit for like 30 minutes. I mean, if you only have one bathroom in your house at Christmas, don't be that guy. But if there's at least two, you can go in there. As soon as you hear the sink start to drain, you're good. You can leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect timing.
Oh, man.
All right. Nate, where can they send you their shitty descriptions of characters from movies we like?
I would love if you send me some of those. You can send those to me on Twitter at Tatenoms, TATENHOMS.
AS.
What did I say?
You just said MS, I think.
Oh, yeah. MA. There we go.
Forget how to spell
my own name.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now, people.
You can also reach us at Quack Report Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that fun stuff. Myself at Carter_Pods, POTTS_97. Thank you guys very much for listening, and we will see you on Wednesday for a live stream. Have a good one.